Ross, thank you for talking to me. Scarborough on Saturday. We've been in some pretty good form. How are you? What are you expecting from the Scarborough game?
It's going to be a tough one for sure. We've played them previously. It was a battle at their place and a battle here, so I expect the same sort of performance really. We've done okay the last few games performance-wise. It's important we continue that. It takes a lot of effort to get a good result in this league, and the boys have put in massive effort so far. So the boys have to go again. That's their job to go again. They've got to recover and put in the same sort of performance. So we want to address our home form. So that's something we're keeping an eye on and we're aware of. So big emphasis that we put another good performance on.
And in terms of the home form, we've been outstanding away from home, I think, and not quite got the results at home. Is there any pressure in the changing room to change that form?
I wouldn't say pressure. I think the most important thing is you take game by game, whether it's home or away. Yes, we're aware of it. We're not going to add added pressure to us. We need to make sure that we stick to what we've been doing, keep believing in it, and keep running for each other and the club. So I think if we do that, we tick all the boxes, the result will come. We had a good performance against Kings Lynn here, who I thought we should have won the game. We gave them 2 goals, and it's always an uphill battle. So we need to learn from those errors. And the last performance especially was a real gritty one where it took us to the 87th minute to score, 88th minute to score. So it might take 45 minutes, it might take 12 minutes, it might take 90 minutes to win a game of football. So the boys got to stick with it and keep going.
And you said, against Kings Lynn, we let in a couple easy ones, but we've also scored some very good goals, and we have been solid at the back. Which of those two has been more pleasing for you?
I think the togetherness in terms of the shape and the structure. I want goals. I like scoring goals. I want our team to score goals. But the most important thing is our structure as well. Not being too open, but we've got to go and get after the ball at times as well. So there's a lot of things the boys need to tick. They've got the decision making to do on the pitch. We can only do the prep work off it. They've got to take responsibility on the pitch to make the right calls at the right moments. It's been okay so far, so we need to keep on going with that. We need to add something else into there, which we're trying to address. So other than that, the boys have been working their socks off, and so they should be, because the shirts are up for grabs so far. The boys are performing well, and it's another big game. So hopefully we have a good attendance and go again.
And we've had a few injuries, we've had a few suspensions. We're coming up to the winter period. How important is that depth in the squad for you?
Massive. We've sort of seen that over the last couple of games. We've had a few bodies out for suspension, we had a few injuries, and we have to get on with it. It's part of football. But the boys who step in have done really well. The boys have been patient. They've took their chance and they've held their shirts, and the rotations are part of football. We want boys to hold their shirts, but when you've got Saturday, Tuesday, Saturdays, it's really hard for some. But the boys who affected us on the bench came off the other night and done really well. So it is a team game. Whether you start or you finish the game, you're just as important.
And in the form table, I know you don't look at the league table, you've mentioned that quite a lot. We are 3rd or 4th in the last 5 games. Is that something you pay attention to? Are the boys aware of that?
In-house, I think we look at sort of our own data as a club. So we sort of match up where we were, where we are now, where we need to be. We have addressed it, we need to look at it again. I think if we keep just moving forward step by step, we'll be in a place where we want to be at the end of the season. But I think at the moment it's too early to be looking at the league. For me, the league table is what it is. Our performance is the things we concentrate the most on, and individual performances and a collective performance is massive. The boys are putting in a real shift. It's important we keep that momentum. As soon as the boys sort of take their foot off the gas, you get beat. So you're only as good as your last performance, and that's the sort of mentality we need now.
Perfect. Thank you, Ross. Thank you for your time.